guys, it's Hera back with another episode of the Love in Bahrain show. So much happened this week, guys. Can we just take a moment and appreciate the Gulf Cup? It was such a phenomenal win. So much to talk about there. The gameplay, the celebrations, the welcome, the aftermath. Oh my goodness, it was just endless positive vibes. So we're gonna dive into that. Another story this week is people are talking about how Bahrain is totally underrated for all its charm, and we need to talk about that. So let's get started. So the biggest story of this week, guys, the Gulf Cup. So Bahrain was in a nail-biting match against Oman. It was the Gulf Cup final in Kuwait, and they won 2-1. Now, if you watch the match, then you're completely aware of the anxiety everyone had in the first half because Oman initially took the lead with its first goal. But then in the second half, Bahrain got a penalty, scored the first goal, and then another goal that led Bahrain to its win. It was phenomenal. People were crying, people were cheering, the fans were roaring. It was spectacular. But I'd say the best part about this win was the celebrations. It didn't even take a minute for everyone to flock on the roads, put up their hazards, and complete noise and cheering of honking and people out on the streets dancing and bringing the Bahraini flag. I mean, they had a whole parade until like 2 a.m., I believe, in celebration. It was phenomenal. There are so many videos, so many pictures all over our website and Instagram page. The celebrations were ecstatic. I mean, Bahrainis were so proud. Not even just Bahrainis, by the way, just residents. All the expats were celebrating. There was a group of Indian expats in Epic Cinema. They were dancing, they were cheering. There were Pakistanis out in the street that were dancing too. I mean, it was a celebration for all of Bahrain, and it was the highlight of this week. But the celebrations didn't stop there, guys, because just a day after, at around 5 p.m., the Ministry of Interior announced that there would be a welcome parade for the team. They were arriving at the airport at around 5. It was a bit delayed. People were waiting for a while, but their energy did not back down. Their energy was booming the whole time. They welcomed all the players, and there's even a video of the players in their bus that had the whole logo of the match and Bahrain's leaders and the entire team. It was red and it was open from the top, so all the players could wave and say hi to all their fans, and people were waving the Bahraini flag and just screaming and thanking them for such a phenomenal win. And it was the ultimate parade everyone needed. They went from Bahrain Airport all the way to Bahrain Stadium. And on site were Bahrain's leaders. There was His Majesty King Hamad alongside His Highness Sheikh Khalid and His Highness Sheikh Nasser. And they were there to welcome these superstar players and take a bunch of photos with the cup. I mean, it was with the players and the king, and then Sheikh Nasser and Sheikh Khalid together. I mean, it was such a wholesome moment, guys. And there were thousands of fans at the stadium waiting to welcome them, waiting to cheer for them. And there was a fireworks show that also lit up Bahrain Stadium, and it was just the celebration everyone needed. So it was an amazing kickstart to 2025 for Bahrain. The Gulf Cup win is embedded in everyone's brains, and everyone wants to talk about it. Everyone's celebrating it. And yeah, guys, good on Team Bahrain. They made Bahrain so proud. Moving on from all these festivities, I know you guys want to keep talking about it. It was amazing, but we do have more to talk about. There's another story that did great this week about a Reddit thread. Now, on this thread, people were talking about how Bahrain is super underrated. It is underrated for its charm, for its beauty. I feel like people really underestimate Bahrain because of its size. It is the smallest in the Gulf, but that's the whole part of Bahrain's charm, to be honest. And everyone was saying that in the comments, that it is so easy to commute around the island because it is so small. One user said that being a small island, everything is a short drive away. There are no dangerous hoods, almost no violent crimes, and we don't pay fees for the roads. Just like Dubai has the salik for passing certain places, but people do really appreciate that Bahrain has none of that. And there's fresh seafood directly from the fishermen because Bahrain is an island. We have great fish. And even the fact that there are so many nationalities here. I mean, we celebrate all nationalities, all walks of life, all religions. We coexist in Bahrain, and everyone loves that about the island. Another user also said that the people in Bahrain are super friendly. The customer service is amazing. People say hi to you on the way. People are all about the positive vibes, not judgmental, completely welcoming. And the list goes on, guys. I mean, Bahrain is all about the positivity. Another user also mentioned that they lived in Khobar and they used to go to Bahrain quite often. And it is really underrated. And it was funny because they said, shush, don't tell them the secret. And the secret is the fact that they come to Bahrain to have fun and have a great time and celebrate. I mean, just recently, for the Gulf Cup, actually, the whole causeway was crowded because people were coming over to Bahrain to celebrate. I mean, Saudis always want to join in, and we love that. And one last thing that someone else noticed, they said, I loved being in Bahrain. What surprised me the most was the sand color. It is so different than Qatar and the UAE. They also said the whole landscape looks different. Loved the historical museum and the old burial mounds and basically just driving around. So yeah, overall, this story says that if you are in Bahrain or you're visiting Bahrain, you are in great hands because the people are amazing, the views are amazing, the lifestyle is amazing, and the drives are amazing. So that is all we have for this week, guys. We gave you celebratory updates on the Gulf Cup win. I hope you guys are still enjoying that spiritual high of celebration. And I will see you guys next week on Thursday for another episode of the Lovin Bahrain show. So until then, keep loving Bahrain. Thank you for tuning in to the Lovin Bahrain podcast as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you got your podcast from.